I grew up in a small farm town in Illinois, and back then, everybody's father had been in World War II and Korea. It was a duty of citizenship. Our fathers had gone, and so it really wasn't an issue in 1966 about whether you were going or if you weren't going. So I thought if I'm going to go over, I'd like to be the best of the best. 1966, 1965, the Marines had only gone into Vietnam in 65. My class, the class of 65, was probably the first one to go in. We were on a platoon sweep, company sweep, and we were going through an area that normally hadn't had much activity. And we set up for lunch. Unfortunately, we set up in a booby trap in a minefield, and I was the one that discovered it. I was going back to get sea rations for guys in my outfit, in my squad, and stepped in a little hole, and at the bottom of the hole was this little, what we call a Chi-Com, a little bamboo-filled explosive device. And I remember it flew me through the air. And as I'm flying through the air, the thought that hit me was, they got me. They actually got me. It actually happened to me. I was in the hospital, I think, 6 months, from the time I was wounded to the time I was discharged in Philadelphia. And they came by and they said, you've got gas gangrene. They found it in the ankle. And gas gangrene goes through the tissue, and it moves very rapidly. So by the time they got me to the operating room, which they said was about a half hour later, they took it off above the knee just to make sure they got all of the gas gangrene.
Jim is definitely a Marine at heart. He's, very faithful and very, very strong.
One of the problems my wife and I talked about is how we were going to be able to take, let the kids go to school, because it's been tough. I was extremely pleased when I learned about the scholarship fund.
This impact of this scholarship is huge. It's really the tipping point that can make it possible for me to go to the university of my choice. My interest in science is specifically soil science and agriculture and how it relates to food issues. Remember those mushroom logs?
Oh, yeah. Okay, right there.
I chose a science-based major because I wanted something tough and something that would really keep me on my toes and something that would be useful wherever I travel.
A mother's wish is to witness the realization of a child's hopes and dreams. And the Chicago Dinner Scholarship makes that possible for my child and my family.
First of all, I was really impressed that there's an organization that helps children of wounded Marines. That was amazing. And then to find out that it was not a token amount, it was a substantial amount that really made the difference between him going and not going.
To the donors of the scholarship, I'd like to say thank you for honoring my husband. Thank you for honoring Marines everywhere.
I really am humbled. I really am on the shoulders of giants, and I hope to really perpetuate what you guys have given and give back to the whole world once I gain my degree.
It's just amazing to us. And it helps me because, Vietnam, you really felt like you were alone. But now there's just so much, just like this program, that's giving back in ways that help them be strong and move forward.
Well, first of all, thank you for remembering the wounded Marines and helping our children, because for many of us it has been tough, and this makes something possible that might not otherwise have been possible. So very much deep, warm thank you.